Hey, what's up guys? I'm Neil Smith, social media guide, and today we're talking about OTT devices, smart TVs, what you need to do to be able to connect to the internet on your TV, and I'm going to share which device I think is best and why you need to use that device. So here's the deal. When it comes to connecting your TV to the internet, there's lots of options. You can connect a computer, or most likely you're going to get a device like this. And so maybe this is built into your device, or maybe you have a smart TV. But these are some of the most popular devices. So I've got the Apple TV, I've got the Roku, and I've got the Amazon Fire TV. And the other popular option that I have in my living room is a Google Chromecast. But it's a little bit different, and I'm going to put that in a different category. So I'm going to look at these three devices, the Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and the Roku, and let you know which one I think is best and what's different about each of the platforms. So let's start with the Apple TV. Now this is the Apple TV before the 4K. This device comes in at a price point about $149. I think about $200 you can get 4K. I think there's a few elements of the Apple TV that I like, and there's some things that I don't like. One of the things that I don't like is that it's confusing the old Apple TV versus the new Apple TV. So the old Apple TV, you can't download apps. The new one, you can, and that's a big deal. So Tim Cook announced a few years ago that the future of TV is apps, and these are the devices that basically bring apps into our world. And so there's still some confusion about old Apple TV, new Apple TV. I would say that the few things that I really like about this device, the Apple TV, is the apps are excellent. And so I have a company, Mirror Technology, that I'm a part of that helps create OTT apps or smart TV apps. And Apple is probably our favorite platform to build on because there's greater flexibility. This hardware is excellent, so you can do more with the device. And so I love the apps that are on this device. So that's a big bonus. The other thing is the screen sharing. The best of any of the devices is screen sharing on the Apple TV. And so this might be what I use this for the most, is the screen sharing opportunities. Because I'm a Mac user and an iPhone user, I can so quickly share what I'm looking at to my TV. And so that possibility with Apple TV is the best. What I don't like about the Apple TV is the price. And so at $150 or $200, it's not cheap. And so it's not just that you can just go get, you've got to really be committed to this device. And so I think the price really limits it having the mass appeal that Apple hoped that it would. So that's my thoughts on the Apple TV. Next, let's move to the most popular OTT device or smart TV device, and that's Roku. So now Roku is built into a lot of TVs. This is a Roku stick that you can just plug right into the HDMI. Within your TV, there are actually Roku boxes. And there's a few things about Roku that make it stand out. One is the popularity. More people have a Roku than anyone else, or any other device. And I think that's because Roku got there first. Roku's been in this space for a long time, and they were really the first ones to allow you to connect your TV to the internet in an easy way. It also has the most apps, so you have more apps that possible to download, and you can find a lot of content and apps to download. Now, the other side of that, as a developer around these platforms, Roku is the most limited when it comes to what you can do with their platform, and part of that is because they have so many different devices. And so it's very similar to me to Android in that you have some Android devices that are very powerful, some that are very limited, and so the apps can be a little funky sometimes depending on the device. And so this is a Roku stick that isn't nearly as powerful as the box, and so the apps are limited to kind of the lowest possible platform. And so a stick like this that doesn't have the computing power to do what maybe a more robust app could do on a television. And so that limiting factor, I think, really hurts this device. So I have found myself using the Roku less and less, while 3-4 years ago, it was almost all I used when it came to connecting my TV to the internet. Now I have it to download a few apps that maybe aren't available elsewhere and for testing purposes, but I rarely use it. So the Roku, it's also cheaper. And so you can get a stick for as little as $30 and connect it to this. So comparing that to $200 on Apple, $30 on the stick, the the price point's a lot lower. So that is appealing. But to me, Roku is less and less, and I think it's fading. Even though it's still the most popular, I think it's fading in popularity and will continue to fade. Now, the last platform I want to feature for when it comes to connected TV devices is Amazon. And so this was the first Amazon Fire TV. I bought this several years ago. It's very powerful. It's very affordable. It's kind of the in-between to me. And so when it comes to Apple TV, which is very powerful and robust, and then Roku, which is very affordable and has a lot of apps, Amazon falls somewhere in between. And so one of the things I love about Amazon is their platform and their development platform is much more robust than Roku. And so you'll see apps that just look a lot better. They function a lot better. It's really a great interface. What you'll also find is their devices are very inexpensive. And so you can get a stick similar to Roku that's can connect easily to your TV for about $30, $40. I actually have this TV behind me is an Amazon Fire TV. It's built into the TV. And so what I have found is that Amazon has continued to develop and improve at a rapid rate around connected TV devices. And so for us, I would say 90% of what I do when it comes to connected TVs is on Amazon Fire TV. I love their platform. I love their interface. It's easy to use, the way it integrates, especially Amazon Prime Video. And so the top apps out there that people are using with an OTT devices are Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime Video, and YouTube. Now, that's where this becomes a knock on the Amazon Fire TV, is they don't play well right now with YouTube, and YouTube has since taken their app off of Amazon Fire TV's platform. I expect that to change in the future, but you have to go into a browser to browse YouTube, and it works, it's functional, but it's better on the other platforms. And so, because I watch a lot of YouTube and more people are watching YouTube, and I want to watch long form video on YouTube, so I want to do that on my television, not on my smartphone. Not having YouTube built into this platform is really holding back Amazon Fire TV. So that's my comprehensive review of the 3 devices. Google Chromecast makes it easy to stream basically a Chrome browser to your TV or YouTube video. It's simple, it's functional, but it's really not robust. So I almost don't even consider it an OTT device. It's just a way basically to connect your smartphone or your computer to your TV in an easy way. Good function, but it's really not a full OTT device from my perspective. So if I were making a decision today of what device I was going to buy, if I had to choose one of the 3, Amazon Fire TV is where I'm going. It's where I expect to continue to see development. I expect lots of development to continue. I expect Apple to continue to develop and innovate. I think the race is going to be between Amazon and Apple in this space. I think Roku is going to get left behind in the coming years, but I would love to be proven wrong. I'd love for Roku to continue to innovate. Those are my thoughts on the OTT devices. Please comment below. Let me know, which OTT devices do you use? Which do you prefer, and which ones do you expect to innovate and develop more into the future? What apps are you downloading? Which apps do you prefer? Where are you spending your time on your television as you connect it to the internet? Thanks for watching this episode of the vlog. I'm Neil Smith, your social media guide, and I appreciate so much you watching. And I would love it if you would subscribe and even ring the bell to get notifications. I upload a new video every week to help you maximize social media to accomplish your goals. Thanks for watching this video.